Hello everyone, just wrapped up another decent day at the cemetery. Pretty weather, and it's starting to get green up here, but the grass isn't too tall yet. So I worked on some brush and took the metal detector probably around the cemetery twice and found some stuff. I'm gonna keep trying to do that so we find more. Down here is where the grass is the tallest, and it still isn't that bad. See, it's getting a little tall, nothing crazy. Yeah, Josh came up here Monday and Tuesday, I believe, and he got a good amount of work done up here. I kind of picked up where he left off a bit, and then I took some of his brush up the hill so it's not in the cemetery. So we'll go up here and take a look at that. So this is the section we're working on up here. You can see he stacked some brush, but he cleaned all that up, which is good. That fallen tree right there is so dead that it just falls apart when you grab it, so I'm not sure how we're going to tackle that just yet. Might have to push it up the hill to Kubota. I took a bunch of stuff and just stacked it up there because I believe the city will get it at some point. That way we're not making more piles in the cemetery. Yeah, that's a really good view when you're coming down the hill up here. I took the metal detector through this whole section here, didn't hit anything. Maybe there's some flat markers or something I'm just not seeing yet. You can see this is where this kind of leads to where that compound is. I believe these rocks mark the edge of the cemetery. So we've been stacking it here. Pretty big pile. There's the view down below. It's really good. So yeah, just cleaned up more stuff this way. I'm gonna push up the hill a little bit, and then we're gonna try to keep this main area as open as we can. When I was metal detecting, I found some really interesting stuff. I believe one of the items I found is up here. Yeah, here it is. I'm just gonna kind of leave it where I found it. It looks like it says Phyllis, and it's like an arrow. Phillis. Metal detector went crazy, so I'm not really quite sure what that is. There was a bunch of brush in this section here that I cleaned up. Yeah, there's a big pile here, and there's a bunch here that I took up the hill. I got a buddy. Oh. Big branch just snapped behind me. I got a buddy coming soon to look at these brush piles and see if he can ship them up, or I'll haul them off for cheap. Yeah, I mean, I can't believe the grass isn't really grown yet. Normally we have to spray this part, but maybe the spray's finally working. We have to come up, probably starting where America Smith is right there, and we have to go up and just spray everything through here because it turns into a jungle. But yeah, I took the metal detector after I did all the work up there and I went through the cemetery like at least twice, at least, and I found a bunch of interesting stuff. So I'll show you one of them, or I'll show you a couple. I'll show you where I found this, but I set right here. I found that. Looks like it was part of a fence at one point, so that's not Masonic. I believe that's Workers Union because it's got the Arm and Hammer in it. But I would say that there was a really nice fence at one point that was over here somewhere, and people stripped it, and as they were carrying probably one of the last parts away, this probably broke off, and that looks like it's wrought iron. I found it. I think I found it right here. Yeah, you can see where I dug. I found it right there. Just basically in the entrance of the cemetery. So my guess is somebody probably stripped that fence from somewhere in the cemetery and was dragging it and taking off with it, and it probably broke off. Which is unfortunate. Because there's nothing like it around this area or at all in the cemetery. I walked here from metal detector and got a hit right here, and I found this one. I'm going to set it right here so it doesn't get lost. I really don't believe it goes here, but there's really no way of knowing where it goes. The best thing I can do is just put it in the spot where it doesn't get lost, but it's in between these two burials. So let's see, I got a hit. Where did I get that or hit at? Oh yeah, I got a hit over here. Got a hit right there. I found this. And it's just her temporary marker. She's got a marker, but this is just, I guess sometimes when they put the marker in, they just toss these or something. Sometimes they dispose of them, but I found a couple here. So yeah, I found that. That's really all I found. I mean, I got hits on a couple other things actually, but nothing you can read. Let me see if I can find this one I found. Oh yeah, right here. And this is the sad part about some of these metal plaques, is we can find them. This is one of them, but there's nothing on it. And I actually found another one just like that. So I found one over here. Same story. I mean, I found it, pulled it up, and the name's gone. I believe this other one I found was right in this area. Maybe. Or was it over here? So, oh, here it is. Yeah. Metal detector went crazy, and you can see it just chipped away where the name was. So that's another one. We'll never know whose name it is. That's the sad thing with these metal markers. They weren't meant to last. Some of them hold up better than others, but it just appears they were not meant to last, because there's one of just like that one over here actually too that I found, and same story, no name. So mean, I'm finding a bunch of this stuff. No name. I got a hit over here. I found like the outer shell to a really nice funeral home marker, but the nameplate is somewhere else. I got hits right here, and here's what I found. And the arm is right here. Oh, where'd it go? Hiding from me. Yeah. But these are nicer ones, but the nameplate goes inside, and it probably in the ground. I'll have the metal detect against it, but I'm gonna set it right here so it doesn't get lost. I set one underground a while back and I can't find it, so I don't know where it went. So I'm gonna try to set them somewhere so they don't get lost. But yeah, I mean, apart from metal detecting and getting this brush out here, everything's looking good. I'll be cutting grass soon, and it really appears that it gets easier and easier to cut this because, you know, we're up here working, getting all this stuff out of the way, and we're cutting it consistently, so it gets easier and easier to do it. So yeah, but until we start cutting grass, it's just going to be trying to get these brush piles out of here and maybe cut some more small trees down. So these small trees will become big trees in like 50 years, and then they'll fall in 100 years, and probably keep a decent amount of trees up here too. We're not going to cut too many, because the trees is one reason why these stones, it looks brand new despite the age, because it protects them from the sun. Like this one here, you get to Spring Hill or somewhere where this stone's exposed to the sun 24/7, and you're not going to be able to read it. But this one is protected from the sun by the trees. So there's pros and cons to the trees, and they also slow the grass down as well. That's why this ain't grown too much. But at the same time, they fall and cause damage. Alright, yeah, that'll do it for me. We'll see you all around.